What was the best thing about being a collector?
What's the best thing about right here, dog? Right here. Then let me show you. That's the best thing about being a collector, man. You get to play with all these toys. I mean, what else do you want? People think you don't have girlfriends or a life because you play with toys. It's like I don't do this 24/7. But guess what? I come from work or from a party and whatnot, and you know what? I want to play with my toys. So I get down, start playing with my toys, be a little kid for like 5 seconds or maybe an hour. But that's the best thing about collecting, man. It's awesome. Also, you collect a bunch of stuff. Let's say, old stuff you've had since you were a kid, and that crap reminds you of good good times you've had, either watching the show that the toy belongs to or just playing with that toy. So the memories are awesome as well. So being a collector rocks.
I just think it's people there when they come over and they actually see my collection, because I have a fairly large collection. I have over about 500 figures and numerous vehicles and things. I think it's just the expression on their face when they see the toy room for the first time. A lot of them, they'll walk in and just go, wow, like this is really cool. For me, it's kind of that. Plus, I just love the detail of the figures, the accuracy of the figures. They're getting better and better every year. The quality and the accuracy has just gone through the roof, and it's unbelievable the stuff that they make. It's just a real cool hobby for me.
I guess just kind of letting your inner child come out, and you get to live through the pieces that you collect, because they just kind of portray your personality and some of the passions that you have. So some of the pieces that I have just kind of a representation of my particular tastes and things that I like as far as movies. So great thing about collecting them is just every time you look at them, you just get taken right back.
Admiring the detail, comparing it. The movie itself, when you see the movie and then you get the character, and then you want to see something done from the movie. It's just the love for the passion, the movies, and just to see something represented on a figure like this, and it's just cool, man. It's just awesome.
The good thing about collecting is not only do you have a nice, you've got a house that shows off lots of cool movie memorabilia, but you also meet a lot of friends who enjoy the hobby as well.
It's very satisfying, yeah. It gives me a lot of satisfaction. It's quite a relaxing room. If I've had a stressful day, it's good to just come into this room and pick up a book and just admire the collectibles that I've got here, really.
Where do you see your collection in the future? Do you have any plans of selling them or keeping them forever, or what?
Yeah, I really can't see myself selling them. What I'd like to do is keep them, and I'd like to let my daughter have them, when I get to a certain age, and I'm more than happy for her to do whatever she wants with them, and she can make money from them, and to help with her education or pay for her education, or the way it's going now. My plans are to collect a few other characters that I really want, and then I'll just take it from there once I have them. There's the Christopher Reeve Superman figure from Hot Toys.
Yes! 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 And Christopher Reeve Superman movie, 1 and 2 are just one of my favourite movies ever. And finally, yes! Hot Toys are gonna make the figure. I just can't believe it. This is such good news! I am most definitely getting this figure.
And I'm a big fan of Bruce Lee, so of him in a few months' time too. So I'll see where I go from there. It's sort of a play it by ear kind of hobby, and see how much room I've got left.
Oh my God, who knows? I've got addiction, man.
You just keep it as it goes, really, I suppose.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, it's a hobby. I mean, I suppose I could be doing other things, with my money, but, I'm single. I enjoy this, so.
Well, if I ever get enough money, I'd like to open up a 1/6 scale museum.
Wow, that would be a good idea.
There's a group that I belong to called the Ottawa 1/6 Scale Club, and one of the main guys there, he actually has a World War II village or town built in his backyard, And if I could ever convince him to go in with me, I'd like to try and get that town out of his backyard and put it into a warehouse or a building where people could come and see it. We do a couple of shows every year where we drag it out and put it up for some of the veterans and stuff, some of the veteran shows and that. But it's a huge piece because at 1/6 scale you're talking like large scale buildings and stuff. So you need quite a bit of room. But that eventually I'd love to do that. Whether that ever happens or not, I have no idea. But I'd love to do something like that.
I want to have a bigger house, which we're working on that right now. And eventually I want to have my dream home theater / museum that I want to build. I have plans, I have architectural plans for this in the future. I have very good friends who are architects, and eventually I want to have this. It's a plan in the future I have, and to keep collecting, yes, and gathering figures and statues from movies that I love that are coming in the future, and just keep building my collection, my museum. Eventually, in the future, have this great sanctuary or a tribute to movies in my home theater room. But this is what I am. I am a movie collector. I love movies, and it's my passion. And I'll probably die with that passion. And I think I'll never let go of this passion. People say, "Oh, eventually you're just gonna get bored of it and you're gonna sell it all." I'm like, I don't think so. I do not think so.
So we've moved into this new house now, and this room's a bigger room that I collect in. So it's opened up a lot more opportunities for me. But at the end of the day, eventually I've got to stop. Otherwise, it's just going to look ridiculous. So I would imagine I've probably got about another 2 years or 2.5 years collecting, and then I've filled up this room, and then I'll start on another room.